Right, so it's Dan from the Mike James Rock Show. I have a couple of members of Palisades, which I'm going to get to introduce themselves.
I am Brandon.
And I'm Aaron.
And one of you was foolish enough to sign up to a second interview in 1 year to us because we had you at Download. You managed to avoid this.
Yep.
Well, I'm here now, so it's good. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So you guys are back over in the UK super quick.
Yeah, a matter of like 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
3 months or something like that.
And so I'm going to have to ask, what's it like going out with Shapes and sleeping with Sirens?
Well, this is actually our second day with them so far, and it's been really, really good. Kind of familiar faces. We've been friends with Sleeping with Sirens for quite a long time. Our front of house knows Shapes more than we do. This is our first time meeting them, but they're really, really nice guys.
It already feels like the vibes on the tour are already like really, really awesome. Can't wait for Holding Absence to come onto the tour so that way we get everybody together. And
That's going to be sick.
Yeah, they're a cool band too. Shapes is really, really talented. They're all really nice, and yeah, the Sleeping guys are awesome.
We were actually saying on the trip up how well you guys as like a lineup, including Holding Absence as well, really complement the sound because you've got Shapes doing sort of new generation of rap metal, which I love. You guys doing some I don't want to say electronic metalcore because that kind of comes off a bad way to some people.
Sure.
And then, Sleeping with Sirens are just doing what they do best, which is sing better than most pop artists, as far as I can tell. Are you finding that the crowds are responding well to you guys being on such a billing like that? Because you've had Shapes warm them up, then you guys go out.
Oh, yes.
Sirens still to come.
Yeah, our first show on this tour was yesterday, and the crowd was immediately just very, very responsive, and it's a younger crowd, so crowd's very excited, and they like to jump around, they like to move around and stuff like that. So it's been really good so far.
Are you guys designing your set towards the more bouncy side of Palisades? Because you have a little bit of style changes across your albums, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you gone for more of a party vibe with this tour?
For this tour, we have not. We've been strictly on self-titled and the Erase the Pain album, pretty much, and people are still just as responsive as the old albums.
Fantastic.
You know what it is when you have Erase the Pain's our fourth album, so we already have such a big discography, and we have so many different songs we can choose from. We just also got off of a 7-week tour with the band Starset in the States.
We actually were talking to your tour manager about the turnover you guys did, 12-hour drive to just about make it to the plane and stuff like that.
We landed at Gatwick at like 7 or 8 in the morning after that 12-hour drive from playing the last show of, again, that 7-week tour. So it was very stressful, but we got here. We're really happy to be in the UK and then to go over to Europe again. So yeah, this tour's going to be awesome. It's going to be so sick.
You're looking very fresh for the amount of traveling you guys have been doing.
That's surprising. That's very
The amount of
surprising.
sleep that you get on a 3-hour drive, oh god, it was beautiful. A 7-hour flight sitting like this is
It's been a very rough 72 hours, but we managed to pull through and still look pretty good for how we do right now.
Do you guys sometimes find after the frustrations of the travelling, the best thing that you can do is actually get on stage and thrash out some of the energy that has been built up whilst, as you say, you've been sat for 7 hours?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's definitely a release, for sure. It's everything is just I'm trying to word this the right way so it doesn't get misconstrued. All of the stress, all of the worrying, are we going to get here on time? Is the bus going to get here on time? Where's our gear coming from? All these months of planning just to make sure that everything happens timely. When you walk onto that stage, it's like, all right, I've been waiting for this for a while, and then you just slam into it, and it's over just like that.
Because a lot of time, and understandably so, fans and people that are attending the gigs have no idea how much it's taken to actually make that show happen. So I imagine once you're actually there and you get like the sort of reassurance that everything's okay, the anxiety probably goes right down.
Yeah.
And you can just...
Cause one of the biggest things is like when we land and getting all of our equipment and making sure it all works after going through all like the airplanes and TSA and like the throwing around. You never know if our stuff is just getting thrown around, so we're always scared that something's just going to be broken or something like that. So yesterday at the first show when everything was working fine, we were like, okay, this is good. Literally every time we land overseas
breaks
somewhere, something usually does happen. So even though something did happen, like we did lose a bag on the way here, but we're what we did lose, we were able to get at each venue. So it's an
Fantastic.
easy thing to get. So
I suppose it also helps that you do have a band from the country that you're currently playing in on the billing as well. Because we've tended to find backstage, if you do have at least one band from the same country, they can normally bring equipment in a bit easier than you guys just going, right, well, we're in a city, where do we go to get like this one thing that we need?
Yeah.
I'm normally the person that people call in my local area going, can you bring like I've lent bass drums, mic stands, leads, everything.
You should start your own fucking backline.
I do not want the stress.
I feel on that one.
It's enough for me to pack my press bag just to come and do interviews. Normally, like today, I did that on the day as well. So what do you guys got planned after the European sort of leg's done? Are you still hitting it as hard as before?
We have, I don't know, there's a lot of things have been in the works for next year. Still not quite sure what we have planned yet. Everything's just kind of been thrown up in the air for us at the moment. But we're slow. I don't know. Yeah, everything's just kind of a waiting game right now, seeing what offers we get and stuff like that for next year. As of right now, after this tour, we're going home and we're spending the holidays with our families, and which is always good to do. So I haven't seen my family in about 6-7 years for Christmas and stuff. So finally going to be able to do that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I have planned for after this tour so far.
I mean, we're gonna work silently behind the scenes to make sure whatever comes next is bigger and better than what we did on this current album cycle. So it's just gonna be more intense. It's gonna be you're just gonna have to wait and see for yourself. I can't describe it. There's been a lot of things that we've been talking about, a lot of things that we've been discussing, but nothing can come out yet. So
everything's embargoed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of secrecy, but I definitely guarantee it's worth the wait.
Okay, I'm quite happy with that, and I mean, doors are literally just in a minute's time, so I'm just going to thank you guys for taking a couple of minutes when you don't have much time to speak to us and let us know what you're up to. So thank you very much.
No, thank you. Really appreciate it.
No worries.
Oh, yeah.